Okay, you ready? Okay, we're in XCode. Okay, we're in XCode, and we're going to choose single view application.
What does game do?
Oh, game? We're not going to do that today.
Are you going to do that tomorrow or something?
Maybe tomorrow. Okay, so let's choose single view application, and we're going to give it a name. Let's call it My 9 Red Boxes.
Why is it called product name?
Oh, because this would be our product, like our app that we could maybe put in the App Store and sell.
Oh.
Okay, so you already made a version of this before, but we're going to make a new one. Okay, so now we need to go to our storyboard. And if you look over here, we have the main storyboard and the launch screen storyboard. Make sure you don't go to the launch screen storyboard. If you do that, everything's going to disappear like a second after it loads. Okay, so we want to go here to the main storyboard, and this is our phone screen. And now let's put a red box on the screen. So the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to pick from down here for a label. See, this is the object library. Okay, here's a label. So let's put this label right in the middle. And now we're going to take out the text here. This is what it says, label. Let's take that out.
Can I type in what?
Yeah, put a number 1, 2, 3, 4. Put a number 6 there. Type 6. Yeah. Okay, good. And that's fine. Then we could push like tab or something. And let's push. For alignment, we'll pick centered, so it's right in the middle. Now here's how we make it a red box. Let's go to background. And here's the color chooser, and we'll choose red. Oh, okay, you want to pick it? Okay, go ahead.
Can I pick anything?
Well, no, because we called it My 9 Red Boxes, so they have to be red.
How do you?
Okay, I don't know why it doesn't look red. Okay, just get rid of the color picker. Here, I'll do it. I don't know, it should be red, right? Okay.
Do it again.
Okay, let's do it again. Oh, here. Maybe we have to do this. Other and red, yellow. Oh, look, see? There. Okay, so now we have a red box. Now, here's the thing. Let's run the app and see how it looks on a virtual phone. It's going to be an iPhone 7 Plus.
That's actually the coolest thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a simulator.
Yeah.
All right, and here comes our.
That's the best part where it goes at home.
Okay, now where's our red? Oh, see, now you see how it's not exactly in the center and it's not really a square. No, look at this. Let's rotate it. Oh, that's not good. We want it. Now we need this one to always be right in the middle. Okay, so let's start over because that's not what we want. We want it to be always in the middle.
Try this.
Okay, well first, let's do some things to fix it. Let's go here.
Can I make my own after?
Yeah, okay, so this is constraints. Constraints help us force our objects to be where we want them to be, and sometimes to be the size we want them to be. So let's say that we want it to be 60 points by 60 points. So 60 points wide, 60 points in height. Okay. And okay, put the constraints here for the height and width. Now it's not showing right now. Now up here you can see there's an error. Position is ambiguous. So we have to tell it not only how big to be, but where to be, vertically and horizontally. Vertically is up and down, horizontally is across like that, right? Okay, so let's add more constraints. Let's go to this one. This is called add new alignment constraint. So we're going to tell this one box we want it always to be centered horizontally, and we're going to check always be centered vertically.
Daddy, can you tell me how to make pictures on the screen?
Yeah. Okay. Now look. See now it made it. Now it's a box, 60 by 60, and it's right in the middle, and there's no errors. So let's try running it again. Now it should always be centered vertically and always be centered horizontally. Right, see, right in the middle now. And let's rotate it. Okay. I don't know why the number didn't rotate properly. There, let's try rotating again. Oh, okay, good. Okay, now we have to add more boxes. So let's do this. Let's copy this one. So I did Command C, and now I'm going to do Command V for paste. So let's put this here. Let's just make.
Daddy, can I make my own after this?
Here, let me finish the demonstration, and then you can make something. Okay, so let's just put these. I'm just doing Command C for copy, Command V for paste.
I know.
And now we have 5 boxes. Let's change the number. Let's change this one to 2, because we're eventually going to have 1, 2, 3, and this will be. Whoa, what happened there? This will be 4. Oh wait, this wasn't supposed to be 6. It was supposed to be 5. Oh, I guess I'll change it up here. 5. And you see, since they're all copies of the original box, they're all centered, and they all have the same. See, if you look, wait, let me finish numbering them, and then I'll show you something. Okay, that one was right. That one's 6, 7, then this is going to be 8. Okay. So now we have these 5 boxes, and now if you look at here's the under view, we have each of these boxes 5. Oh, the power just went out. Okay, so we have under each one we have these constraints of the size of the box. They're all 60 by 60. Okay, and then this one we have this constraint that it's centered in the middle.
What's a constraint?
Oh, the constraints they can tell how big the object is, and about what the height and the width is, and most important, they say where it's going to be located on the screen in relation to something else. Like this one is centered in relation to the parent view. In relation to this view, which is the whole screen, this is going to be right in the middle horizontally and right in the middle vertically. Okay, now here's the problem. We have position is ambiguous for. It's not ambiguous for 5, because that one we said where it's going to be. We never set constraints to say where these are going to be. So now let's do that. So let's say horizontally we want it centered. Now here's where it gets a little more tricky. We want it. Look in the drawer. Okay, horizontally we want it centered, but not vertically. We want it centered here. Vertically, we want it in relation to this box. So here's a new thing. This is the first time we're doing this. Let's make it. This says here's our object, and then in relation to, we're going to make in relation to a nearby object, whatever its closest object is in one of these directions. So let's say we want the box with the number 2 to always be a certain distance from this box right below it. Number 5. So our number 2 is here because we selected it, and we want it in relation to the object right below it. Let's say 30. Let's always make them 30 apart. 30 points. So now this one will always be 30 from here. So let's add the constraint. So this box, we've set 2. Now, okay, so let's look at our errors. Now box number 2. Oh, it does say horizontally. It's ambiguous. I don't know why. Well, horizontally it's supposed to be centered. Let's check on that.
Dad,
Almost, almost. Okay. It was supposed to be horizontally. Okay, so now number 2 should not be ambiguous anymore. Let's check again. Oh, see, number 2 is not listed as being ambiguous. Okay, now number 4, we want centered vertically.
We want a cent greater.
Actually, let's set 8. 8 is similar to 2. 8, we're going to center horizontally. Let's add that one constraint. And then we want it vertically. We wanted we're going to make it 30 from the object above it, which is number 5. So let's set that. And then let's 30. We're almost done, don't worry. Let's add that constraint. So now box number 8 is no longer ambiguous, right? So let's set this one. This one we want it to be centered vertically.
Daddy, after you center all these, are we done?
Almost, yeah.
We're done after you do all of this?
Yeah, just about, yeah. Okay, now we're going to make this horizontally a standard distance from the box next to it, which is number 5. So let's do that. 30. We want them all 30 apart. So let's add that constraint. You can see it just added it here somewhere. Okay, so the only ambiguous one now is 6. So 6 we want centered vertically in the container. And we want it a 30 or standard distance apart from the object next to it, which is 5. So we go here, and that's our number 6 box here because we selected it. And we're going to choose that to say the object to the left of it, which is number 5. So let's pick 30 here, add that. Okay, now let's see, no more errors. We want to try running it?
Sure.
Okay, let's see. They should all be in the middle.
That's actually really cool, and it has to make it look like a phone.
Yeah, that's really cool. Now look, see, we have the 5's in the middle, the 2 is 30 above it, the 6 is 30 points to the right, the 4 is 30 points to the left, and the 8 is 30 points below the 5.
Now let's rotate it.
Okay, let's rotate it. Let's make sure that they all stay relative. See, 5 is centered, and these guys are staying relative where they're supposed to be. Just about. Okay, now the last part is going to be the coolest part.
Okay.
And then we're done because we only have 5 and we promised 9. Okay, so now also look at this. Let's say that we want to make it on a smaller phone. Is it still going to work? Let's just do that quickly. Hopefully it'll be quick.
Okay, can I
Wait, where'd the phone go? Oh, it's hiding back here.
so little.
Yeah, that's an
So
iPhone.
like my phone?
That's an iPhone SE. Yeah, that's like a 5S, but it's a little bit newer, but it's small. Okay, and let's try rotating it. Okay, perfect. So let's add some more boxes. Let's just copy one from here.
But Daddy, isn't this all of it?
Look. Okay. Then I just did Command C and Command V to paste. Let's paste another one.
I know how to pay.
Paste another one, Command V. And then one more.
Daddy, can I
Okay. What, baby?
go now?
You want to go? Don't you want to see the...
Done? No.
No, this is the last part. Okay, let's change the number in this one.
But you've been doing this for the whole entire thing.
Josh, let's just finish our video, our demo.
Centering it for the whole
Look,
entire
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this box is going to be numbered 7. And this last one will be numbered 9. Okay, and let's make sure that, see, they're all they all got the size constraint. They all got the height 60, width equals 60. So now how do we, look, we have errors. Position for 1, 3, 7, and 9, that's all of our new ones. The position is ambiguous. So let's say that this one is going to be
Daddy, can you just...
horizontally, just 1 second. Horizontally, it's going to be, we're going to make it 30 from its next door neighbor, horizontally. And vertically, we're going to make it relative here. So no more centering. This one's not centered horizontally, and it's not centered vertically. It's going to be relative to its next door neighbor and its neighbor right below. So let's do that. Okay? So we go back over here to this thing where we add new constraints. And let's say that here's number 1. Here's our box that we selected, number 1 in the middle. We're going to say the neighbor below 30 away And the neighbor to the right, 30 from there, and let's add those constraints. And it added it here to this list of constraints.
So
Let's check our errors. See, now number 1 is no longer ambiguous. Okay, this one we're going to make relative to the guy to his left and the one below him. Let's do that quickly. We're just going to rush through this and get it done. Oh, let's just say that we only do this one constraint and we don't do the one below. Let's see what happens. Just for the fun of it, we're going to leave out the constraint saying 3 is relative to its neighbor below. Oh, look, vertical position for 3 is ambiguous. So let's do the vertical constraint for 3. I left that out purposely so we can see that error. Okay, so there we want it 30 above its neighbor below, which is 6. Add that constraint. Good. So now we should only have errors for 2, for 7 and 9. 7 is going to be relative to his neighbor above and his neighbor to the right. So let's quickly put those in. See, the number's already there. Wait, is that right? Yeah, okay. So 7 is going to be 30 from the neighbor above and 30 from the neighbor next to him. Add those two constraints.
So that's how you made your app on the app.
Now look, only 9 is ambiguous. So let's finally add the constraints for 9. We're going to make it 30 from the neighbor next door and 30 from the neighbor above. And that should be it. No more errors for constraints. Let's run it. Here it comes. Okay, we're running it on an iPhone SE. Perfect.
It works that way.
So this we did what we promised. 9 red boxes.
Now let's try the other.
And let's rotate it. Perfect. And now, just for the fun of it, let's run it like on an iPad.
iPad Air.
iPad Air, yeah.
What's an Air?
Oh, that's like a regular iPad now. Okay, this is a really big iPad. It's like taking over the whole computer. And because it's an iPad, it takes longer to load. Okay, here it goes. Let's see if if everything works the way we want it to. These 9 red boxes should be right in the middle of the screen.
And then if we rotate it?
Okay, you know why they're not in the middle of the screen? Because this iPad is bigger than the computer screen, so it's scrollable. Let's scale it to 50% to make it fit better. So this is an iPad Air, and our boxes are perfectly centered. And just for fun, let's rotate it and see if they're still centered. Yep. Okay, we had a successful demonstration.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you for watching. Okay, bye.